Your name.
Yo, what is going on, party people in the place to be? It's your boy, Kornerstone Kev, aka Starchild, and I've got a special show here for you today for two reasons. Number one, I don't know where my counterpart, GMan for Life, aka Sergeant. I said that backwards. I apologize for that. No, I don't, because he should have been here right now. But I have some special guests here today that are gracing us with their presence. I'm going to start with the first, my man GI from Knicks Freestyle. That's the ghetto intellect. I got my man Anthony D, the old school G. When you see him, he never puts his face on because he got them gold watches. But it's so good. And my main man, this man needs no freaking introduction because he is the closer on many occasions. It's the one, it's the only, my brother, Mr. J Boogie. Gentlemen, what is going on, fellas? How y'all doing tonight?
Well, I want to thank you for having my team. Unfortunately, the leader of my team, who I believe in and stand next to, is missing in action. So, but never fret. I don't know what's going to go on here tonight, but I need you to know that half of us are here. I'm going to represent for the Knicks Freestyle Wednesdays at 7:30. We're in the building. Salute to the chat. Salute to the family.
Yes, salute to the chat, salute to the family and everything. Well, we know what it is, G.I. He didn't want that smoke from me because he was going to get it big time. So if that's a rallying call, for him to come on right now, then that's what it is. So that's what it is. And yes, I am part of the pod couple. I'm one half of the pod couple. We're on every Thursday from 6:30 to 8 o'clock. What I need everyone to do that's in the chat, I want to say thank you so much for joining us. And people that are watching on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. If you can go to YouTube and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. But we're gonna have some fun tonight. So everybody, how's everybody doing tonight? Everybody good?
Well, hold on, Cornerstone. Would you want to let the other two brothers say who they are and introduce their product that's on the network?
Absolutely. Jay, starting with Anthony D. Go right ahead.
I need no introduction. I'm God on Sunday. 11 a.m. Me and Freezy, we hold it down. So get it right. I need no introduction. I am the Knicks.
Okay. Now I'm gonna get him, crew. You're on my show. All right, so it's my rules. Okay. I just took over your show. No, I'm just joking. Nah, you look good, man. I always see you. I mean, my goodness, and there's the gold watch right there. You know, the Rolex. You know, I mean,
I had to dust off a new one. You know, just because I was coming on tonight. So
That's cool. And Mr. J Boogie, introduce yourself, my man. Introduce your show.
Salute, 3 capital S's, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to my brothers and my family. You know what I'm saying? GI, you know what I'm saying? The prince of this thing. And my brother Cornerstone right there, hands of stone, man. You know what I'm saying? Believe it. He got that insurance. Get at him. then Mr. AD himself, the real one, the one that played all 5 positions, you know what I'm saying? Not the one in LA, the one right here. And don't worry about his watch. It don't tell time. You just need to watch what you're saying. That's what it is. Everybody in the chat, I need y'all to big this thing up. Hit them like buttons and let's get this thing operating. The less you hit the like buttons, the more you try to stop the show from growing. We trying to grow and continue and have the lights on, you know what I'm saying? So salute, 3 capital S's, man. What's happening with you?
Hey, man, I'm doing great, man. Doing great. As many people know, I had a little bit of a health scare, but it's all taken care of right now. I'm taking care of myself. I'm seeing the doctor next week, and I just appreciate all of the love and the prayers. Got real emotional from all the the love and output from everybody, but I'm good. So let's just get on into this right now. How we feeling about the season, guys? How we feeling?
Well, over at Knicks Freestyle, we're very optimistic. Half the crew is up to 52 wins. I'm trying to be the reasonable voice, and I'm at 42, kind of moving towards 46. I got a couple more days before I make my final number, but I'm between 42 and 46. The only concern I see, and I saw a little bit of it last night, is them back-to-backs. And when Kimba's knee, I'm sure they're going to be. I'm sure that they're looking at the long haul. Right. So if in November, if Kimba's feeling a little, well, they're going to rest him. They are. Okay. They're going to rest him. Right, so, and I'm just wondering about how the flow will be when our star point guard is out. That's my only concerns. There's a couple of players I'm identifying, but I'll wait till we get that in the hall as a whole. But I'm excited about the season. I'm just worried about our health of the point guard.
Okay, cool. Real quick, I just want to go over the agenda real quick of some things that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about, for anybody that's in the chat that's either that's a Comcast Xfinity customer, we're going to get into this thing of the year that the Knicks are going to do great. They take Comcast takes MSG away from us. So we're going to talk about that. We'll save that to the end. But the next thing we're going to talk the other things we're going to talk about is what have we learned through these first 3 preseason games. They have one more left. And then who's your favorite player in this preseason? And the no drama. There's been no drama for a change for our franchise. And the last thing we're going to talk about, which I got into a little bit, was the honest predictions of what you expect for this year. So that's going to be that. But since you got into it a little bit, GI, we'll start from the bottom, and work our way up. So J Boogie, what is your predictions for this year as far as record and as far as the team itself? What are you thinking?
I'm like Biggie Smalls when he drops Sky's the Limit. That's what I want to keep on and just keep on pressing on. I love what we got going. I love the 15-man rotation we got. We just deep. What that means is later on in the season, if we got some injured type guys, we don't have to go going down the line and go pick up somebody off the couch who ain't ready to go. We got them already in home, trained and ready to go. I love how the office handled their business during the on season. When people was calling was the off season. No, when the offices is working, it's on season. It's easy to play basketball, but it's even harder to do what you need to do inside them offices. And I love, what Tom is doing. He keeping it real. He letting you know, I'm getting ready to play you. I don't care what's going on. Get ready, get in shape. You know what I'm saying? You should have had them guys doing suicides and stuff. But I love what we got going on, man. I expect us to make a lot of noise this year in the regular season and also into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Best believe ain't nobody want to get back to this regular season more than them guys that went through what they went through last year with the Atlanta Hawks. Even though we applauded them for the greatness that they felt differently in their heart. So they on a mission this year, man. I love it, what we got going on, and I look for us, anywhere from 45 to 62, 45 to 62 wins, somewhere down that line. And I definitely look for us to be in that top 4 to have home court advantage in that payoff. Not the playoffs. We're gonna pay off some bills this year.
I love that. See, what I'm holding in my hand is a brush right here, but it's in the shape of a microphone. So what J Boogie just did, that's all that is. He just dropped the mic.
Here's one thing we know for sure. That brush ain't yours. Because you ain't got nothing to brush.
No. You know what? For tonight, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go that you can have your fun tonight. Absolutely. Yeah, that's the business. So there you go. Mr. AD, talk to me. What are you feeling? What are you feeling?
For as long as I've known myself and have been talking sports and especially Knicks, I've always picked the record before the season, of course. This is the 1 year I'm not going to pick a record.
Oh,
but
okay.
I was talking about them though earlier on with someone I respect, and I posed the question. I said, "Is there a possibility that we could be Phoenix of last year?"
Uh-huh.
I said, "Is there a way for us to get there?" As I look down, down the road, and I see all the troubles going on in Brooklyn, and all the troubles going on in Philly, and we don't know if Milwaukee may possibly, have a hangover because, once you win the championship, sometimes it's hard to get motivated.
It does happen. Yes, it does.
So
yes, it does. Every week.
Is there a possibility that we could possibly do something? So, to piggyback on Jay Boogie, sky could be the limit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite Biggie tracks. Sky could be the limit this year. So let's hope for good things. Let's hope to be injury free or to keep injuries at a minimum. And let's see what can happen. Let's see if there's a move out there at some point in time that can take us over the top. If management is ready to do it, I feel good about the squad overall. I feel very good about the squad. So let's see. See. But I'm not picking a victory total with you.
Okay. All right. Well, I was going to give my take, but someone snuck in like the shadow, just snuck right in. And that's my man, Mr. Cully. Mr. Cully, what is going on? Salute to you. Talk to me.
And Cully, I saw you was late, so be sure to introduce yourself and introduce your show.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
What up, y'all? Cully, as y'all know, Knicks Nation to the death. Shout out to my guys. These my guys right here. My man GI, my man AD, my man Boogie, the closer, Kornerstone Kev, salute.
Salute, my man. I haven't talked to you in ages, man.
Oh, yeah, right. You said what?
I haven't talked to you in ages.
Yeah, man. Bad timing, man. Bad timing.
It's all good. Good.
Hey, Cully, don't let him trick you. 9 out of 10 is because it's his phone. Trust me.
Yeah, it is.
My fault.
No, not at all, bro. Not at all. So how you feeling? What's your what is your prediction and how you feeling about our team?
Oh, I'm feeling good, man. Salute my guys in the chat, by the way. Soul Fingers, Knicks, Chuck, Gardner, Knicks, salute. You mean as far as the records?
As far as the record, and as far as what you've seen out of his team so far.
So the team, as far as the team, I like the ball movement. That's one thing I like the most. I like the ball the most. The defense, we might slack a little bit, but I think if they can play team defense, that's all that matters right now. They gotta commit as a team on defense. That's okay, because defense is what's gonna win games. They're gonna need those key stops in those games. But as far as offense, it looks like our offense jumped up a bit, and that's what Kimba on the floor. We're gonna need Kimba. We gotta have 2 points.
Absolutely.
We got Rose. We got Quickly. At times. So as long as we have the tandem of Rose and Kimba, I think we'll be good. I think
absolutely.
The ball movement is good. As far as Randall too. You look at Randall, he doesn't have to do that playmaking no more.
No.
For them, honestly, they all can play off each other. That's what I like. So it's like with this team, you don't know who's gonna hit you. You don't know who's gonna get you.
Exactly.
RJ can give you a 20-point game, a quiet 20. Fournier can give you a light 20. You won't even know what's going to hit you.
He's no slouch on defense either.
He's no slouch.
He's no slouch on the D.
You know what I mean? I think RJ's ready to take that. I think he's ready to take that role as the perimeter defender. I think he's ready to take it. So we're gonna see. But as far as the team, though, I like the team. I think like I said, you don't know who's gonna hit you on offense. A lot of teams I think they're gonna scheme for Kimba and Randall the most. I think they're gonna scheme for them. They're gonna see them coming. They're gonna make a lot of defensive schemes for them guys, and then get hit by the other guys. And
Right, yeah, because
will keep us in a lot of games too.
Yeah, yes, because technically on that starting five, the starting five we had last year, it could be said that only two guys could really create their own shot. Now we legitimately have four guys that can create their own shot. And Kemba, Fournier, Randall, and RJ. You have four guys that can do that. And once our centers come back, it was said that Mitch did a scrimmage today, so it looks like he's going to Tibbs is going to put him in tomorrow. I think Mitch is going to solidify us on the defensive end, so that if Kemba or whoever gets beat, Mitch will be right there to clean it up for us, because that's what we were missing.
You want to know what's funny with Kimba? Kimba, like, you know what it is with Kimba? Kimba's not going to give you the best defense. However, he does play defense.
Right.
That's one thing with Kimba.
Right. But the thing about it is with Kimba, where what you just said about his defense, people got to scheme for his offense as well.
Right.
Because he's no slouch on the offensive end.
Right.
You know?
Like some guys, sometimes they also say what a good offense is a good defense.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. And the other thing. Go ahead. No, go ahead, Kelly. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, brother.
You sure? What I was going to say about Kemba compared to Derrick Rose, they're both, great at what they do, but Kemba sees the floor better than Rose does. And I think that's what makes our offense, kind of flows a little bit better with the starting five. Because you saw and we're getting to this, with me being a Comcast, the Xfinity person, they took that away from us, MSG away. So it's kind of hard. As much hair as I have left on my head, I'm scrounging around trying to watch the game and everything. So bottom line, I haven't been able to watch these three games and everything. I'm going to miss tomorrow too as well. So, but from what I've been told, Kemba really sees the floor better than Rose. And you saw that when Rose, I think, was starting, the offense wasn't really as fluid as it is when Kemba's was starting and everything. So
they look a little sloppier.
Right. It's just that Rose fits better with the second unit, and Kemba, is that starter, and we knew that going in. So
right, like Dripmore just said, was that cuts, kicks, and Knicks, I think too, right? Yeah. Kimba said Kimba takes all charges and fights over the screens to get calls. Like I said, Kimba plays defense. However, it's just that he's small. He's a small point guard. So, a lot of guys are bigger than him. And, this is the elite level of basketball. So a lot of guys, they have no problem scoring over Kimba. However, like I said, he does play it. He does put in an effort on defense. Same thing with Fournier. He puts an effort on defense. So that's what matters. They put effort on. You can't knock them for that. If their guy gets a bucket off, then it happens. It's the NBA.
Right.
Like I said, these guys can play. Like they commit to teams. They commit to the teams. The team schemes and all that stuff.
Right.
These guys are like cases and stuff like that.
Yes.
If I'm gonna put some meat on the bone.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna say, if you really want to talk about how far we can go.
Yeah.
The player is going to be RJ Barrett, because he's going to get a lot of minutes on the floor. And now the floor is opening up for him big time. The problem is, though, RJ has got to beat the man in front of him. And one thing you cannot – the perfect player for NBA and forget the New York Knicks would take all of RJ's pedigree, all of his heart, all of his work ethic, pull it out of his body and put it into Kevin Knox's body. If RJ had Kevin Knox's body, RJ would be a perennial MVP player. Unfortunately, we've seen RJ rise up. We've seen him try to get to the rim. Jay Boogie, you've played a game at the high level. You guys have played the game at a high level. You have seen guys get to the rim and just not have enough to finish. I'm getting that concerned about our guy RJ. I love him to death.
To point that out though, GI, because it's funny. I was watching him this last game. He gets there, he just doesn't convert it, yo. but he gets there well. I think he gets there well. And the last guy that we had on our team that every time he put up a shot, I'm like, it's going in, was Melo. RJ, I want like when RJ goes to the rim, I'm giving him the faith, like,
but you know what?
Him so well. Go ahead, Kev.
Right. What I was going to say was, it's funny you mentioned RJ. Not getting those. We'll call them the bunnies. Mm-hmm. They're saying the same thing a little bit about Randall as well. That he doesn't get those bunnies as well.
He doesn't. Mm-hmm. Which is why I need RJ to do it. But Randall gets away with doing it because he'll come out and put up a stat line that looks like 26, 10, and 5.
Yeah.
So totally he gets leeway to do other things. Yeah. RJ, he can't just be a stand around spot up shooter. We need that second ball. We need that off ball handler. He's got.
Well, the one thing about RJ, I'm not going to put too much stock into it because he works hard. Yeah, he works hard at it. So, and look what came into the building. Look what, not who, but what came into the building. Mr. Free Keith. Yeah, I'm here.
You hate him as soon as I come in the room. I like that.
No. I'm going to be honest.
Beautiful. That's the highest sign of respect.
Listen, Keith, honestly, he's been all day talking about he can't wait to give you the smoke. And he was a tad.
I'm going to light that beard up.
You going to give me the smoke? Ain't going to be no Frankie. Ain't gonna be no Frankie smokes though.
See, there you go. There you go. Wow. Hey, he got a job, so there you go. I don't know if I'm wrong, but he got a job.
The way I heard it was Free Keith ain't nobody. That's what I heard.
Hey, Free Keith, I haven't talked to you in a while, man. How you doing?
I love y'all too. Good night, man. Happy to see y'all. What's up, chat? What's the deal? What's good, room?
Ladies and gentlemen,
you see the hate love. You see the hate love I get, though, right? Mess with me,
man.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Free Keith. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, let me do just a real quick thing real quick. So first of all, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time ever Blorange Tears. We have most of the guys that feature their own shows all on the same stage at the same time. It's kind of like a new edition reunion where you got Bobby Brown, BBD, Ralph Tresvant, Johnny Gill, everybody on the same stage at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You got your the pod couple. Unfortunately, GMan for life couldn't be here. He's got a personal issue, something serious he had to work out. He would have been here early and on time. You know GMan. He got a matter going on that he got to address.
Oh, no.
And it's bigger. Okay. It's bigger than Knicks and this stuff here. So he would have been here poking the bear. Y'all know how that is.
Absolutely. And we've been going back and forth.
Yeah, man. And so we got Knicks freestyle in the building. GI and Free Keith. You got internet sensation, Jay Boogie.
Internet sensation.
You know Jay Boogie.
I like that. Internet sensation. Yes.
Yeah, internet sensation. Yeah, this dude dropped a joint called Podcasting, and everybody from Ian Begley to Alan Hahn, all your big name people rocking it, liking it on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? John.
That's Hollywood right there. He Hollywood.
Rocking that, you know what I'm saying, pushing that joint. Then you got the Knicks at Night podcast host, Cully, you know what I'm saying, gracing us with his presence. The Knicks at Night podcast tonight, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know it's Thursday night, so you're going to get Subliminal 209 and Cully, you know what I'm saying, R&B star Cully, you know what I'm saying? And last but not least, one of our favorites, Anthony D is in the building. Host and star,
yes sir,
of old school Knicks,
yes sir.
I can't front.
Hey Boogie, I'm gonna need you to remix that
big brother. That is my big brother.
I'm gonna need you to remix that joint though, Jay Boogie, because
yes, get the remix going.
We need the old school mention in that joint, baby, because if you don't know where you coming from, you won't know where you're going.
You right, my brother. We don't have that conversation, me and you know what I'm saying, the Grandmaster himself. We talked about that today.
Oh yeah, all right. That's a That's still a hot joint. Absolutely.
That's my brother. That's my brother right there that just came in the building. That's why I'm dancing like that. You know, I've been in a situation before when you needed to make bail in life. You know what I'm saying? You was waiting on your bondsman. He came in and he got you. He was like, "Yeah, I'm out." That's what Free Keith is. He knew I call him the bails, man. He got that bail money when he in the building. You getting up and getting out, man. Know that.
Absolutely. So, Free Keith, we were talking about what are your predictions for the team? What have you seen so far that would solidify your predictions for this upcoming season? Yeah.
What I'm seeing is validation. That's what I'm seeing quietly. Like, I know the season hasn't started yet, so I'm not going to make too big a deal about like the preseason games, but like we see them games. We see them games.
Yeah.
We see 54 threes taken in a game. We seeing that. We seeing that with our own eyes.
Right. So it's not going to be a fluke once the season starts.
Yeah, well, it's certain fans are still going to be calling it a fluke, but like, it's like, I don't know what it's going to take to prove that these guys are for real.
Yeah.
But these guys are for real.
Right. Cool. So, going around the room, who's the one guy that you've been liking so far during these 3 preseason games? Who have you liked so far? I'll start with you, Gi. Can't hear you.
I'm going with Taj Gibson. Because many of you guys jumped up and down. Wait, $10 million. Take away. Yo, Taj done sipped out the fountain of youth, and that jump shot is wetter than wet. And Mitch better look out, because if Mitch man starts cheating off of him, and they're going to put Taj in that game and say, cheat off of Taj, and watch him hit this 15-footer at a 75% clip. Go, Taj Gibson. Way to remake yourself, my brother.
Absolutely.
But wait though, how old is Taj?
40. I'm
45.
I was told that you can't really develop beyond like 23, 24 years old. How is that? Where's that 3-pointer coming from? Like,
Taj went home and said, "Y'all pay me. I see what I can do." They're giving me a lot of open jumpers.
Absolutely.
They're falling off. I'm gonna hit that damn jumper.
Yeah, and I think that's a testament to Tibbs, because when Tibbs left Chicago and went to Minnesota, he brought Taj with him. And brought Rose with him, and who's down in Miami?
And what's his name? Buckets. Jimmy Buckets.
Yeah, Jimmy Buckets. So he knows. So that's why he made sure when he came to the Knicks to make sure that he was with us. Okay, Cully, what about you? What's your who's your player that you're really liking these first preseason games?
It's funny because I just want to say I knew Gi was going to say that because he likes vets, but
he likes what?
It might.
I like veteran players.
Right.
So
that's okay. I like Sims a lot.
Oh,
I like
Jericho.
Wait. 2 M's or 1 M?
1 M. Jericho.
Got you.
Okay.
Boogie, I wouldn't have looked this dude up. So I like Jericho Sims. You know what I'm saying? Jericho Sims is dope. He's doing something with his minutes, his filling minutes.
Did he play last night?
Huh?
Yeah.
Did he play? He did play last night. Okay. All right.
Yeah, so I kind of want to give it to him. Him and I'm gonna say Kemba.
Okay.
Kemba's a new addition, and I really want to see how he would fit. Having a point guard that's been around for a while, like an actual point guard. We all know that the only concern with this team right now is health. So, having like a point guard like Kemba, I will say him and Kemba have. The question was who surprised us the most, right?
No, well, not who surprised, but who are you most impressed with? Who are you most impressed with?
Kemba's been doing this, so for him, this is just like running around the park. So I will see Sims. Him being a rookie, he has to fill in, so it's kind of like default. By default, he's playing behind Taj. So I'm gonna give him his flowers. I'm gonna give Sims his flowers. It's only preseason. I guess between him and Knox, Kimba. This is just another Tuesday. So I'm gonna say between him and Knox. Knox has stepped up with giving minutes. Because me personally, I love Knox when he was drafted. However, over the years, I stopped caring for him because I'm like, let's just move on from him. But I'm happy for him. He's making something with his minutes, so I hope that can carry on throughout the season.
Well, the thing,
RJ was putting in the work. RJ at the point. RJ got a starting position. It's Knox who has to prove himself. So
right.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah, and the thing about we keep saying preseason. Well, preseason is where you develop those habits. You don't develop in the regular season. You develop them in preseason.
No,
and we have the right
to develop those habits.
Well, yeah, that too, yeah. But we have the right coach to help develop those habits. And I'm just liking what I'm really seeing. Okay, Freaky, go ahead. Who's impressing you the most in the preseason?
Like, I am by no means like a huge fan.
Mm-hmm.
I like the guy, but I really thought I thought he was on his way out, but I did say I wanted to see how cats looked after the postseason before we started shipping people off the island.
Right.
And I have to say, I feel like Knox. I feel like Knox is is low key very impressive right now for where he was.
He just gets out of place on defense, man-to-man defense from time to time.
Yeah, but his defensive intensity is there, though.
And that jump shot is one.
I feel like, have y'all listened to the interviews?
Yeah.
Because, I feel like his jump shot never been the problem. It was always there. He'd come on the set and hit a three. That was nothing. He even said it was his defensive intensity that kept him off the floor.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm seeing him go. He got work to do on positioning and this, that, and the other, but I see him going after it on defense, and that is what you need to see from him continuously.
Okay.
That signals to me that his head is in the game.
Okay. So answer me this, Free Keith, and anybody else can join in. You talked about he still has to do. What did you just say? He has to do on defense. What did you just say?
His defensive awareness.
Awareness. Okay. Can that be taught?
Yeah. The only thing that can't be taught. Is willingness.
Okay.
Right.
If he's got the defensive willingness, if he's got the energy, the focus to go after it, he can learn what to do.
Okay, great. All right, cool. Anthony D, go ahead, Kelly. Kelly, what were you gonna say?
I don't know how much time he might have, though. I think he might get traded. He might play himself into being a trade piece.
Yeah.
I can agree.
But I tell you, Knox is going to be nice, and I'm not even on the Knox train. But if what I'm seeing is the beginning of something, Knox is about to be nice.
Okay, so all right. So God forbid if something happens to Burke, could you see Knox filling in that in his space?
Burke or Obi?
Or Obi? Okay. All right. Don't let G-Man hear that.
No, I'm just saying, God forbid anything happen. God forbid. But we got people, we really got replacement players that are quality, that may be quality all the way down to 11, 12 man.
Which we haven't seen in a few years. A lot of years.
I was having an argument with some cats who thought I was saying better team, but I wasn't.
Right.
I was saying we have the deepest team that I think that I've ever, and when I say deepest, I mean man-to-man talent per position, and how many people we got replaceable for that position that's quality and can still get it done. I've never seen this in my life.
Right. Okay, Anthony D, favorite player player that's impressing you the most in this preseason.
I know who hasn't impressed me.
That wasn't the question. That wasn't the question.
No negative stuff. No negative stuff.
Negative Nancy. That wasn't the question.
No negative stuff. No negative stuff. Nope. Stay the script.
Hold on.
Stay the script. You're on my show. You're on my show. So follow my rules. You're on my rules.
Take your money and your microphone and your brush. Get out of here. Drinking the Kool-Aid. I know 930 some odd people who drank Kool-Aid in Guyana. No pun. Let's get out of here with that.
Shout out to Jim Jones.
And that's still a terrible tragedy, and all those people lost their families and so forth. I didn't mean to make light of it, but anyway, I like Randall. Randall because Randall is, he's this team's. I liken this team to 2012. That 2012 Melo team that when Melo had his 29 points a game and second in MVP. That's what I like in this team too. That this team is it's built around Randall, and he's going to be the engine that pulls most of this together. But you have parts that don't need him night in, night out. The one thing I would say to Randall is, just like I remember a game their first big game that Melo team when they ran up against San Antonio.
Yeah.
And Jason Kidd told Melo that night, they're going to take you out of this game. You're not going to do what you ever do, but you got to trust everybody else. And Raymond Felton, I think, had like 5 or 6 threes. He went bananas in that game.
Raymond Felton went ham that game.
Yeah, he went ham. He absolutely torched that game. Those 2 games that I remember that year was the San Antonio game and the first time we played Miami without him, without Melo. And Raymond Felton.
I remember that game. I remember that game because I really thought it was going. I didn't think it was going to go that way.
Right.
No, I didn't think so neither. But it was one of those games where, your star player doesn't have to feel like he needs to be a star, every moment of the game.
And that's when you've got a good team, and that's what they took. It's obvious that's what they focused on building. And I think that's smart.
Exactly.
Now, if you think about it logically, building your cat around like just one superstar and trading all your quality joints for one superstar and maybe getting a supplemental player with him or this, that, and the other, you're putting a lot on injury taking you out the season.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree with you.
When you don't have, and especially how the NBA is looking now, like even on short ass COVID seasons, cats is dropping like flies.
Yeah, and we're gonna get into that drama that you're talking about very soon.
It's not even drama though. Like it's the truth. Like dependability and
right. But you know what I'm talking about, right? But you know the drama that I'm gonna get into. Okay, and last but not least, the closer, Mr. J Boogie. Tell me, who is impressing you in preseason?
Well, I gotta ride just a little bit with GI, but I'm not gonna go there because it's some other people on the squad. But Taj does deserve his. Let me give him that. Let that be known. But I'm gonna ride with Mr. Lucy Goosey, my man, the utility man. And before I say his name, where he come from Utah, one and done. He come from Golden State, one and done. He come from Philly, one and done. He came to the Knicks. He got a second contract. I'm going to tell y'all something. This boy, Alex Burks, he is so loose right now.
Speak on it.
So happy right now.
He gets disrespected.
And appreciated. And we gave him that battery that's going to be in his back. I'm telling you, that guy right there, pay attention to how he looking and feeling. He happy, man. And when you got a happy person in life, ain't nothing that can get in that person's way, man. So I love what, Burks is doing. He's calm, he's relaxed, he's happy, and he letting you know, the opportunity presents itself, I'm here. I don't care if it's the point, the shooting guard, or the three. I'm rocking with Alex Burks right now. He's making me feel good. because he got that second contract, and I know how it feels to be wanted and somebody give you some love, and you don't know where that love is coming from. You don't know how you going to get your next meal. That they bless that man. Shout out to Burks, man. But everybody, man, I rock with everybody. But Burks is my guy this year.
Yeah, it's funny because
I'd be happy too if they gave me.
Nah, but he deserves a little bit more props than he be getting. Like a lot of people just waiting for him to fall out the way so Knox can take. That's all I be hearing. But like while all of that, he's actually a legitimately good and getting better player. Like I like Burks.
It's funny because when you mentioned Burks, I think everybody thought that that he was going to get the bag somewhere else, and we were going to keep Bullock, but it was flipped. It was the other way around. He stayed, and Bullock was the one that left. So that's interesting. That's interesting that he wanted to stay. But it shows you that, and this is what we're talking about with stability. He wanted to be in a stable environment, and how stable environment are we? Which leads me into my next thing. How great is it that we have no drama whatsoever?
Kev, pause right there. Kev.
Mm-hmm.
Pause right there. You said no drama, right?
No drama.
Okay.
I love it.
There he go.
I love it. In his bag. I love it.
Yeah, we was. Hey, so if you cue me up, I can do the transitions.
Okay.
Just give me some. Just say it and just give me some time to get the last couple topics. I didn't get a chance to put the joints in.
Okay, no problem.
So just say your thing, because I got one for Xfinity too.
Okay, all right.
What other topic are you going to touch on?
Well, right now the one that you just did, and the Xfinity one, and
predictions.
Yeah, well, actually, we did predictions already. We started from the bottom up. So it's just that one and the Let me see. What have we learned? Oh, what have we learned?
Okay.
From the first 3 preseason games. So
all right, I'll be back.
Okay.
What did we learn from? Okay, I'll be back.
Yeah. So how great is it that we are totally underneath the radar and not being in the center of any drama, unlike our cross bridge rivals. I'll start with you, GI.
You know, I thought there was going to be smoke this summer. I was really concerned. I thought after Tibbs took over, after Rose took over, the approach of the organization was to tank last year. Get up in that Cade. Y'all were telling me about Cade, Suggs, got Jalen. Now I see, and I'm seeing some of these guys, and trust me, I'm seeing some of these guys. Pause. But we went out and won. And I kept saying to y'all, Keith kept saying, chill out, GI, just so you're not enjoying it. You stressing while we winning. Why is that? Because I said, because now I think this is going to mess the plan up. I think it's going to put us on a faster time frame. I think we're going to get desperate. And they turned around and drafted guys that y'all really didn't want. Because nobody better not ever tell me this is the guys y'all saw us getting in these positions, and y'all did. And y'all did months.
I did. No, I'm just kidding.
Y'all did months of these shows. And me and Keith said, we're gonna take the summer off. We're not doing draft shows. We want to know. We're trying to figure out what the approach. And I know I couldn't figure it out. I'm gonna let this man speak for himself. And I was like, there's gonna be drama. These draft picks ain't gonna work. Then we signed Kimba, and I said, all right. So Keith says that's the plan. I'm like, I don't know the plan. I don't trust the plan yet because I'm a Knicks fan with PTSD. So don't be talking to me about you knew the plan and you knew Kim. But that's him. I love him, and that's why I yang to I yang, right? So I'm like, this drama's coming. Drama's coming. And we step out in preseason basketball. And we play like we're ticked off because we lost in 5 or 4 games just a few months ago. We got a point to prove. I felt that.
Is that a testament to Tibbs?
That's a testament to everything. That's a testament to no drama. That's the testament to turning the culture. That's the testament to whether you lose a game, you can be proud to be a New York Knicks fan. That's the testament that something different is happening. Buckle up, get your popcorn. On Wednesdays at 7:30, you can find the Knicks freestyle. This is what we bring. This guy next to me, it was his idea. I was thankful enough to come along. If it don't make it back around to me, I want you to know that. May God bless you.
That's how you talk.
Number one, GI is the show. Number one. So like, I ain't even like, it might have came from my brain, but GI, to tell you the truth, like, GI, I wouldn't be able to do the show without the God. So like everything he's saying right now, and I salute him for even like giving me my flowers on that. Like, I think what we don't realize, there's a couple things we as fans, when we're looking at the game and we're looking at it from the spectacle of us enjoying a sport and some entertainment that's going on. Dog, those are multi-million-dollar games going on every night. When cats tell me like, oh, we should just lose another season so we could get, nah, you're not getting it, bro. Like, the postseason is bread. That's money. These cats are at work. You want these dudes to be lackluster slackers at work? Why? That makes zero sense. And look at what happened in the Philly. Everybody thirsting after they process.
Yeah.
Look at what's happening.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's real drama right there.
You can't lose your way to a championship. Period. You can't do it. It's built through winning. It's built through creating a winning culture. It's built through everybody having a unified vision. Do every one of those interviews like you could close your eyes and you know that them cats is together.
Right.
They on a mission and I'm with them. Cats is complaining like, whoa, my God, it's preseason. Why Tibbs is playing such and such so many minutes.
He's that dude.
Because he's trying to win. Because it's only preseason to us.
Right.
And I like that.
Right.
We should all like that. That's a good thing. They're about to come into the season from tip-off in mid-season form.
Yeah.
We getting about 4 or 5 games off that. Back.
Right. I agree. Cully, talk to me. Is Cully there?
And I know I didn't probably answer that question, but
it's cool. It's cool. You did.
Hey everybody.
Cully,
Hey everybody. My name is Uncle Freezy. I'm the host of the Knicks Morning Drive. I just wanted to say, because nobody introduced.
And don't you do Uncle Freezy moments or something? And what you mean nobody? This his show. He's running it. Ain't nobody. Kev ain't introduced you. And you back there producing. It's his show.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Uncle Freezy of the Blorange Tears. I'll call it the Blorange Tears Productions because he does everything for us. And I keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it. I've been saying it. We are indebted to everything that you do, Uncle Freeze. We are indebted.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Together. Yeah, we working together, bro. Y'all like how I got the Knicks Morning Drive background up?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yeah, yes,
I do. Let me change that. Let me put y'all joint up, man. My bad.
Yeah,
my bad.
Okay.
I just got so much stuff.
It's
pod couple. Bam. There it
is. Okay, Cully, are you pleased that we are not the center of drama anymore?
You can hear me?
No, I can't. Yeah, it's a little hard to hear you. Cully?
Wait, y'all hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, did you change something? Did you do the no drama?
Yeah, that's what we're still doing right now.
Okay.
Go ahead, Cully.
What's the
Can Kelly
question?
hear
I'm
me?
sorry, I missed the question.
Oh, yeah. Are you pleased that there's no drama with us that we've had like for years? There's no drama now, right now. I don't think he can hear me. I don't think he can hear me. I'm gonna go to Anthony D. Anthony D, are you pleased that there's no drama with us right now?
I don't know if I'm not pleased. I mean, it comes with the territory. We're New York. There's always going to be some type of drama when you're the biggest, most talked about city in the world. It just comes with the territory. You know, I'm pleased that we have a product, a consistent product to put out there for the people, for New York Knicks fans to rally around.
Right.
You know, last year into this year, and hopefully, you know, we never go back to those lean years. You know what I mean? It's the one thing. It's the one thing that, you know, that you can hang on Patrick Ewing's shoulders. That even though he didn't win the championship, you were in it every year that he was in your franchise for almost. You were in it. He's there 15 years. You were in it for 10, or at least 11.
A good 10, 11 of those.
A good 10, 11 of those years, you were in contention. You know what I mean? And that's stability. That's what gives you fans, you know, in the four corners of the earth, because you're good. No one picks up on losing franchise and just say, well, hey, let me be a fan of that team because they lost the most games this year, you know. Right. Yeah. But that's what happens when you have, you know, when you have star players come with a certain level of, you got to cater to star players. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what time it is. You don't think Magic Johnson was a diva? Of course he was. You don't think Isaiah Thomas was a diva? Of course he was. Larry Bird, you know, you saw the Michael Jordan documentary. Who's a bigger diva than him?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's not that I don't want the drama, whatever. I just want to win. Bam. If we win, and all of a sudden everybody is driving the biggest of the best, and they all look like what's one of my favorite shows, The Temptations, when they all roll up, and each of them got a caddy, one better than the next, until David Ruffin roll up and he got a roll.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they were winning. So as long as we winning, if the drama comes with the winning, I'll take that.
Cool. Uncle Freeze, what about you?
Can you ask it again? I just want to make sure that
Are you pleased that there's no drama with our team as opposed to all these other ones, a la Brooklyn, a la Philly?
And total opposite of what you and I have been saying almost all the last year.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. I'm from North New Jersey. So it's like drama is like a part of, it's like air to me, you know what I'm saying? to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm so used to it that I don't notice, I'm so used to drama that I don't even notice that it's drama. So the absence of it puts me in a weird place with the Knicks.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? No media. Think about this. No media franchise beef, right? Think about that. Think about when's the last time we have gone without having beef between the media and the franchise.
They talking pleasant and making jokes with Berman.
Right.
With Berman.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So first of all, ain't no media franchise beef, right? And then there is no coaches on the hot seat if such and such doesn't happen, drama going on, right? Uh-huh. If we didn't get KD, so if this dude don't get out to a smoking start, such and such is going to happen. Who is the next guy? And then the media jumps in. A source from such and such said that such and such can take. So we got all these different things. None of this stuff is happening, right? The only thing. So if you're asking me about my feeling, it's an unfamiliar place to me, right? So I don't really know how to feel about it because it's the first time in a long time, or maybe ever, that I've been here. So
where there hasn't been any, right?
Yeah. So I don't know
how to feel.
Yeah, because there's no think about this. There's no real drama in terms of rivalry, right? Like we don't have beef with another franchise. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn is scuffling. So there's no artificial beef there. No player pushed us down last year, so we can't wait to fight them this year. You know, there's no.
Maybe Atlanta.
Maybe Atlanta.
Nah, man, Trae Young, but no, Trae Young beat us through basketball. The Hawks beat us through basketball.
Oh, but teams don't got no real beefs like that no more.
But Capella punked us a little bit.
Yes, exactly.
I feel like if anybody we got legitimate beef with is the Hawks, but like for what you talking about, Freezy, man, no teams really got beef. No, these cats way too friendly in the league. The teams don't got beef like that no more.
It's become sissified.
That's why I'm saying this place is unfamiliar. Right. That's what I'm saying because back in the day, the Pacers could beat us on the court, right? But Reggie Miller could be in the paper talking about, y'all starting John Starks. That's why y'all losing. Reggie Miller said that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like when the Sixers in the early 80s, when the Sixers beat us on the court, they were like, of course, and they'd be in the newspaper like, of course we beat them by 40. Look at the team y'all got.
Cats is too pleasant right now because it's a players' league. So like you can't really be talking no smack because you might be on that person's team the next season.
Right. Yeah, that may be true.
Okay.
I really hate that the league has lost that aspect though.
No, let us get smacked by Brooklyn, and you'll see where all that venom and all that stuff. It's right there. It's below the surface.
I hope so. I hope so.
Right there. It's right there.
I really want a playoff series between us and the Nets so bad just to have that energy in the city.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, Keith. Hey, Free Keith, I'm gonna tell you. Not only Brooklyn, but I want a playoff series with Philly, and I want a playoff series with Miami as well.
Imagine we meet Brooklyn in the Eastern Conference Finals. I know I'm pipe dreaming. But like, can you imagine how crazy it'll be?
Nothing like it.
And if we get everything, and if we get everything that Kev wants, like what Kev just laid out, right? If we get everything that Kev wants, that means at a minimum we made the Eastern Conference Finals. At a minimum, because in order to play 3 playoff series, you have to win 2 playoff series. Right.
So Cat thought I was crazy when I wanted to play Brooklyn first round last year.
You were crazy.
Cat thought I was crazy.
You were crazy because
we wasn't ready. We wasn't ready.
We were at that point. Like I feel like we're in a position where we might be able to win, like on some just like our defense is better and this, that, and the other type stuff. I feel like we didn't have the firepower last year to really. That would have definitely been a first round out and way more embarrassing because it probably would have been a sweep.
It's about matchups and momentum. Did we see that Brooklyn was going to have two hobble horses and one horse definitely out? Maybe things could have been different. I'm just talking about that fury. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That fury could have gone up, could have taken it someplace.
Right.
But that's a whole other story. That was then. This is now.
Yeah. Here we are.
And then too, Brooklyn probably wouldn't have been like Nash wouldn't have been as smart a coach as we might have been able to get past Brooklyn, to tell you the truth, if we met them in the first round.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, my man, Jay Boogie. Are you satisfied? Are you happy that there's no drama with our team as opposed to everybody else?
I'm gonna tell you, like Dino Brown said before you went to tell him, yes, I am. Point blank. But I'm gonna tell you this right here. I'm glad we didn't play Brooklyn last year. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to hear the media. The media still was riding us, talking about how they would have been talking about, Brooklyn came in and close encounter, took over the city, the Knicks is done, blah, 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 blah. No, as Keith said, I wanted to wait. Now we developed. Now we're ready. I'm telling you, we're ready. to take on who and whatever, all the teams y'all name, we are ready. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the drama, you know what I'm saying? You gotta love and appreciate. Ain't no drama happening. You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine if that had been 1 hour play? Could you imagine if Julius Randle would have been doing and going through, you know, saying what Kyrie had going on right now? How the world would have been like, oh, he got his money and now blah 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 blah. Man, that's drama free. And
imagine if we had Kyrie.
Page, same channel, same network, same division, same conference, same league, same city. We in the same thing together, man, and we're unified as one. Ain't no individual playing over here. We got our players and names and stuff to do this and do that, but they're unified as one. That's why I got people calling us the Big 15 and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be happy and great for what's going on. You know, when I was young and I was like 6 years old, and in the hood, they was over there cutting up and acting AWOL and crazy. My mom used to say, yo, I don't want to see you over there with them boys. You know, you stay out them boys. You let them boys over there. They don't know what they're doing. That's what the league used to say about us a few years ago. You don't want to go over there. They out of control. The office ain't nothing, man. They ain't got no players and blah, 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 blah. You can't say that now. You know what I'm saying? That's drama free. I'm happy right here where we at today, man. Ain't nothing in our way but ourselves. We are our own roadblock. But everybody got license to keep driving. Pay attention to what's going to happen, man. Something miraculously is getting ready to happen. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm glad to still be with the Knicks. I ain't a check off. The guys that went to Brooklyn, some of them want to slide back over just because on the strip of what's going on. No, stay over there. Stay over there. We don't need you to come back. You know what I'm saying? You left, stay over there, man. You got to be over here. Loyalty, man.
Bandwagon closes at tip-off.
Yes.
Did it again.
Season tip-off. Bandwagon closes.
Drop mic again. Drop mic again.
Stay in your house.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's perfect. Hey, Cully, we missed you. What are you glad that there's no drama with our team?
And when you say that, you mean like as far as like media attention?
Yeah, it could be both. Like media attention, like what you see what's going on with Brooklyn and with Philly with their stuff. How does it feel that we're not in the center of that?
Right, you mean media attention, right?
Yeah, yes.
No, I like it because you know what? I like this past season because I like for us. Let you know. For one, I mean, I give my flowers to Leon Rose. You know, he was quiet in his moves and stuff like that, and you know, I like it. I like where I want the Knicks to say every year that we're rebuilding, even if we're not. Even if our intentions are to compete for a chip, let's say we're rebuilding because we get the most hate of the league. We get the laughing stock, all that laughing stock treatment. So let us say that we're rebuilding every year, so that every year can feel to us like we overachieve. So that way, you know, we get to the playoffs and lose. As long as we're in contention, as long as we're in that winning, you know, as long as we're in that type of crowd, that winning crowd, even if we don't win the chip or we lose second round, as long as we can get there every year, we're gonna find a way eventually to get over the hump, to get better and better every year. So I like the overachieving. I like that's what happened last year. We thought we didn't know what the team's intentions were. We just know that we have Tibbs, so it's kind of like up to the fans to decide. Like, okay, we have a winning coach. Tibbs is not really a rebuilding kind of coach, so it's kind of like up to us. Let's like figure it out. Like, okay, this guy wants to win, so we rode the roller coaster. We rode the wave. We came in 4th seed. You know, we ended up in 4th seed. You know, we was in the playoffs. So I like that type of attention every year. Let's say the same thing for this year. We're rebuilding, even though we know we have Kimba and Randall and Tibbs, Derrick Rose off the bench and Taj. Let's lie to ourselves and say we're rebuilding so we can overachieve. So that way we stay positive. So I like great. I like it that way. We're trying to win, and let's keep it that way.
Yeah, that's great.
We're not, okay. You know, we're
right.
Not, right.
Cool. I loved y'all. Loved everybody's responses, man. Y'all are just hitting it right off the park, man. I think GMan would be really proud. He's probably looking at it, you know, right now and everything. So I just want to thank y'all for all y'all responses. The next thing, before we get into the next topic, which is one that's really a stickler to me, dealing with Comcast, I just want to shout out to everybody that's in the chat right here. Usually GMan and I, we always recognize who's in the chat. Shout out to Pudge Nice. Thanks for coming on. Sherman M, Worldwide L, Soulfinger 12. Glad to see him. Knicks Nation 112. Thanks for coming on. DeRoz, thanks for coming on. KJW, thanks for coming on. Bodega Wi-Fi, thanks for showing up, my brother. Really appreciate it. And I always get this wrong, but hopefully somebody will be able to correct me. Aboriginal Rami, thanks for coming on. I'm probably saying that wrong. Who else we got here in the chat? J Giant 10 RKN. Thanks so much for coming on. And thank you, Quiet Money, for the $9.99 super chat. The energy on the panel is next level. Salute to the chat and the God-like panel. Thanks for coming on, man.
And thank you for your generosity, bro.
Thank you so much. We got Julian Blum in the house. Knicks for life in the house. We just got so many people here, and I just want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart for y'all just coming on here. And we just having fun. Real King, thanks for coming on. Man, we just having the time. Lionel Williams. Okay, so the next topic, which is stabbed to my heart, and I hope GI helps me out with it, with trying to help me with my problem. But Comcast ended negotiations with MSG. So Comcast took MSG off the lineup. And they did this at the worst time because on a year where it looks like we're going to do great things, the carpet was snatched right from under us Comcast customers.
Okay, pause right there.
Yes, that said it completely. So I envy everyone who has Fios, who has Optimum, who has NBA League Pass. I envy all of y'all because I have nothing. I had the chance to see 2 preseason games and I couldn't watch one because I don't have because I have Comcast. GI, what can I do?
Did you talk to your wife about Xfinity yet? Because Plus now changing, you're going to get some sweet deals.
No, she's not my wife. She's the president.
Well, did you talk to the president about
I haven't talked to the president yet.
Well, that's step number 1.
Step number 1. Okay. All right. Mr. Free Keith, any suggestions?
You can pirate it like I do.
Is that Cody thing that you're talking about?
Nah.
Okay.
We're
not talking about that. We're definitely not talking about that on this
I got some
network.
joint you could do right. I got some phone, but I have to talk to you about that offline.
Understood. Mr. Cully, any suggestions?
Well, I got a neighbor who got Fire Stick and is jailbroken. You can get the channel.
Hey.
Oh, so you about to get Freezy taken off.
Yeah, just because it's common don't mean it's legal, bro.
Yes.
Let's do it the legal way.
Yes. Okay.
We like the law.
Anthony D.
It's Fire Stick. He's still
look.
Yeah.
Look.
Go ahead.
My name is Bennett, and I ain't in it. Don't be asking me nonsense like that. But I know a couple of solutions for you. So
okay, all right, cool. I will, and I appreciate any solutions or any advice anyone has, even in the chat. Please tell me, because I cannot. That too. Because I cannot live the year without watching these guys. I cannot. I can't wait for ESPN or TNT. Even though I forget how many games now we're going to have on those channels now.
Oh yeah, you might be able to watch it on regular TV most of the games because we out here.
Yeah. Especially Christmas.
Yeah. But hold on, Kev. Gentlemen, I gotta roll. It's been a pleasure being on with all of the podcasters. Cully, GI, Keith, Kev, who am I missing? Freezy, Jay Boogie, all of y'all, my brothers, Knicks family for life. It's been a pleasure. I gotta run, but we'll catch y'all again. We see you in the whirlwind. You know what I mean? Peace.
Brother. Cheers, brother. Safe travels.
Cheers, safe travels, AD. Thank you so much for coming on, man. We appreciate
love
it.
Love is love, my brother.
Love is love. Love's love. Okay, the closer, Mr. J Boogie. What can I do, man?
Yo, I went got league pass. I got league pass.
You got league pass. But see, here's the thing with league pass that I'm finding out.
It don't. No. I'm gonna stop you right there. It got nothing to do with league pass. None of that. Oh. See, what it got to do is like when you went to the club back in the day, and that long line was there, and you pay extra money to get in. You wasn't really paying extra money to get in the club and skip the line. You was treating yourself. You got to treat yourself. Okay, it is what it is. Situation happened, MSG. That's on MSG. That's their fault. I'm great that they choose now not to have us because we all over the world. TNT, ESPN, NBA TV. Now, if they'd have done that 2 years ago, if they'd have took us off the network 2 years ago, guess what they've been saying? They don't deserve to have their own channel. They don't deserve to be there. But guess what? They took that, so what? We don't prove that we need to be all over the world and on the internet. And guess what Jay Boogie going to do? I'm going to do whatever it takes or whatever I got to do for me to follow this orange and blue every single night that they on. By any means, I'm traveling, either going to the game or I'm traveling with them on my living room TV floor. That's exactly what I'm going to do, man. Treat yourself, follow your team. If that's your squad and you love them like that,
yes,
it ain't nothing for payments, man.
Don't forget they lost the Rangers too. They ain't just lose the Knicks. They lost the Rangers too.
And the New Jersey Devils too. Yeah, absolutely.
That's
the Devils on yes. The Devils on yes.
Yes.
Oh, Devils on yes. Okay.
That's just more motivation. Oh, you don't want to see us on that? Guess what we get ready to do? We get to turn up even more. So now when you come back and try to, guess what? It's going to cost more. I'm telling you.
Absolutely. Yeah, I just didn't think that, that could ever happen. Like us being off the Knicks, off MSG. Oh, come on, that'll never happen. And now it did. So okay. All right. That's cool. All right. Now the last thing.
So do y'all? So I know I've never been on your show before. Do y'all call that the crybaby segment of the show? Is that
no? That was the peeved off session right there because I didn't think that was going to happen. I really did.
I got the mixer, so I'm going to add the crybaby sound effect. GI, is that okay?
Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Okay, so the last thing that I want to talk about, because we got about 7 minutes left. What are you guys seeing?
We got 18 minutes because we started late.
Oh, great. Okay. What are you guys seeing in our team that is surprising you?
Is that what have we learned?
What have we learned? Yes.
Okay.
What have we learned?
Yeah. What did we learn from the preseason?
Well, we got 2 more games left or one?
No, I think one. I think only one. They only did four preseasons.
We got another game against the Wizards.
On Saturday, that's right. Okay.
Friday.
No, I think it's tomorrow. That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
My bad.
Yeah.
Who wants to answer that verse? My fault.
Yeah, I'm going to start with GI first.
I learned, quite frankly, and pretty simply, that Tibbs will not let you beat him walking to the restroom. I think if he noticed you're going to the restroom at the same time he is, I think he might box you out and kind of just be like, nah, you're not getting to the commode before me. That's what I learned from the preseason, that every game. And then he had the nerve to go after the press conference and say, everything we do matters. Every time we do it. This is a basketball game. We're playing an opponent. We're going to do what we do I don't know, preseason, postseason, regular season, off season. We're always going to play the game like that.
Okay, cool.
That's what I learned.
Okay, cool. Freaky, what have you what have you learned out of these 3 preseason games out of this team that you haven't seen before out of us?
That I haven't seen before. Like, honestly, I haven't seen from player 1 to player 15 a unified vision and everybody determined to win. Mm-hmm. That's what I haven't seen in a long time. I can't even begin to tell you like how much this team, I feel like the team is inspiring in a bigger than basketball kind of way. Like, I don't know whose pill it was, if it was Leon Rose, if it was what you call it, they got this ball rolling. But the culture from top down, and when I say unified, I'm not even talking about just the cats on the floor.
Right.
I'm talking about the whole organization is running as one, and I really kind of feel like that's the specialness. That's the specialness of what's going on, and we're looking like a more quality organization and team than a lot of teams around the league.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Yeah.
I'm not seeing the fire. Like, yo, these cats came on from preseason game number 1, like it was game 40. Like, serious, focused. Every one of them, even Knox. Yeah. This is going to be a special year.
All right, so just guys, let me just ask Freaky this real quick. So you see that the Lakers haven't won a game yet in the preseason. Do you think that teams like that are just going to turn it on, or is it going to take more of a collective effort for them to turn it on?
Not like those teams are running like regular. Like, that's the funny. Like, we're running on. Like, somebody just injected nitro into our gas.
Okay.
I'm not. Though the rest of those teams aren't doing anything wrong. Like, they're approaching the season probably as like normally. Yeah. Oh, we'll rev up into the season.
Right.
This, that, and the other.
Right.
We normally, you know what I'm saying, like, say those things, and we agree that, oh, those are the first 5 games. Like, they don't really mean nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying, teams is getting warmed up. It's going to mean something to us.
Right.
That's going to be an extra 5 games on our point total. Trust me.
Okay. Cool. I can roll with that. Okay, Cully, what have you learned within these first 3 preseason games?
I could say that I've learned pretty much the same thing that I learned from last season.
Oh.
I'm actually like from the mid-season and the end of last season. So now I could learn that we will play together. You know, we will play together, and once we start playing together and the team becomes more, you know, tighter, the cohesiveness is stronger. I learned that we will be the most dangerous. That's when we'll be dangerous. Kind of like last year when Reggie Bullock made his Big 15 statement. I learned that you know, that could happen with this team. You know, I learned that this could be a real Big 15. You know, once them guys start clicking together and start trusting each other and stuff like that, then we'll be real deadly. That's pretty much all I've learned so far for the most part. Yeah.
Yeah, I like what D Roz just said. If Freezy can highlight that, he says NBA memo: if you want to win, you have to beat the Knicks. That speaks volumes, because we used to be a pushover, and now it's like, yeah, we can't just roll up into the Garden and just, you know, expect to just win and then go see a Broadway play or something like that. Mm-hmm. We gonna have to play and everything. Uncle Freeze, what have you learned out of these first 3 preseason games?
I learned that we may have the best shooting 3-point team in the NBA. I learned that last year we probably could have gone way farther if we had ball handlers and passers instead of all defenders.
Mm-hmm.
I also learned this preseason that this cat Tom Thibodeau is no joke, and this culture that he talking about implementing is real in his mind. It's in his mind. It's you have to do this every day, every drill. It's like what Gi said about the race to the bathroom. It reminds me of the old Tom Cruise movie Days of Thunder.
Yeah,
where the NASCAR drivers were so competitive. That they were racing shopping carts in the grocery store. You know what I'm saying?
Something like that. Right.
So GI is so. Listen, man, and I give GI so many compliments. Sometimes I think it might go to his head. I hope not.
It does.
I hope not. But the thing is, he was spot on and poignant with his analysis. Like, it's not often that somebody can be so right in so few words, right? And GI was right. So the thing I learned, what I also learned is that just because a guy walks into the door doesn't mean that they're going to be shown the door because they don't have a name for themselves. Tom Thibodeau, in my opinion, is a miracle worker, right? Because I saw Amir Sims at Clemson and he wasn't nothing. I saw him. My son went to school with him. I've seen him. Yeah, yes.
Okay.
I've seen this cat. The cat was 6'7", 220, right? He goes to Knicks training camp. He's 6'8", 245, playing center. He was a wingman. He was a wing. Yeah, I know, guard / forward, right? He show up for the Knicks. Tibbs has him playing center at 6'8", 245. And stop me if you heard this phrase before. Made something out of nothing. Right? Right? Tibbs, what I learned this preseason is that given anything, Tom Thibodeau can make something. That's what I learned.
Okay. All right. Cool. Just on a side note, out of everybody, and be honest, did you have your reservations when Tibbs was made head coach? Just real quick.
As far as what?
As far as, it's a good question, Sully. Kelly. As
whether
far
you
as,
wanted him, whether you wanted Tibbs or not, whether you
right,
thought Tibbs
exactly,
was right.
Yeah.
I didn't mind Tibbs.
Don't worry, the Knicks freestyle will get you through the show. Don't worry about it, guys. This is what we do every Wednesday at 7:30. This is what we do.
Okay. So did you have your reservations about Tibbs coaching this team? Real quick.
You know what? I was okay with it. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm just gonna say why. Because Tibbs, we all know, when he coached the Bulls and we was rivals with the Bulls, when we had our games when we played Derrick Rose and Noah and the Bulls, we all know that he emphasized defense. However, one thing I noticed with Tibbs, he will let you be yourself on offense. He did it with Noah. He did it with Rose. Even when Rose got hurt, he did it with the plug-in point guards. Augustine.
Yeah, and he had a lot.
He let them guys themselves. Them guys went off for him. They went off for him. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember when Ronnie Brewer was over there before he was on the Knicks.
Remember that? Yeah.
I mean, guys, Kirk Heinrich had good years. Certain guys had good years playing with him. Luol Deng, those guys got to be themselves on offense. He didn't really, he didn't kick them in the behind on offense. It was really just defense. Like, look, he had his scheme on defense and he let them do them on offense. So I will say that with him. That's one thing. That's why honestly, when he came here, I thought, certain guys I thought was gonna jump off. Like I thought Dennis Smith was gonna blow up. Certain guys I thought was gonna take off. I mean, it didn't happen. However, we still had a good year.
Right.
I thought Dennis Smith was gonna have a good year. I was more so worried about him the most. I thought Frank would have been all right, but certain players I expected more. But
right. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Salute to the Queen's Court. She just jumped on. How you doing, Steph? Great to see you.
Hi,
the
Steph.
closer, Mr. J Boogie. you're a two-parter. First part is, what have you learned from these first 3 preseason games? And 2, same thing about Tibbs. Did you have reservations about Tibbs being the head coach?
I love the Tibbs situation because Fizdale wanted a job. Tibbs wanted to be here. When he said he wanted to be here, that's all I needed to hear. Now the next step was, can the guys follow suit? You know what I'm saying? All them guys, they accepted Tom for who he was, and they wanted to be up under his wing, and they wanted to learn his ways and was cool with it. That's what make it even better. Because all the naysay what them guys are saying about you won't play with man, so what? Our squad appreciate and loves their coach. I just wanted to, put that out there. What I appreciate and love the most about our team, man, this competition we got amongst ourselves tells me how far we're going to go. If you listen to Kimball after game 1 of the preseason, he said, man, the practices, they're battle tested. We couldn't wait to get out of there to get on the floor. That lets me know them guys in practice are going at it hard. You know what I'm saying? That tells me when Tibbs named the starting 5, best believe they looking over their shoulder like, because somebody can take their spot. And guess what? Them guys that can take their spot, they looking over their shoulder like, them young rookies, they want some run too. You know what I'm saying? So everybody is pushing one another with this competition thing that I love. We haven't had competition like this since Rod Strickland said, yo, Mark, I need that spot. Or when Sprewell was hollering at Allen Houston. Or when like Obi, he hollering at Julius, or back when the Oakleys and the Masons, may rest in heaven, and the Xavier McDaniels and all them was going at one another, and the Marcus Camby and the Pat Ewins, you know what I'm saying? All that right there, man. All that. Or Ray Williams and Michael Ray Richardson in practices. All that, you know what I'm saying? All that. Or Bernard King going at Louis Orr. Sit down, little puppet. You don't got nothing here. I love the competition that we got because I told everybody we are the only team in the league that can sit down the whole starting 5 and the rest of the team can make the play in. That's what I love about our squad.
Yeah, absolutely. Another mic drop. Another mic drop. Cool. Who just snuck in here? Who is that?
Who is that?
Hadouken.
Hey, I thought that was you. I didn't want to say it. And then be like, somebody else, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Hadouken Sharon. How you doing, man? I don't know how long.
Hold on.
Where is Freezy?
No. Y'all gonna ask me that question. I need that question before.
What question?
You got
You didn't ask me.
I thought I did.
No.
I apologize.
Oh yeah, don't worry. On Knicks freestyle, we don't lose our opportunity to speak. But go ahead.
No. GI, same question to you. What have you learned from these past 3 years?
No. Whether I wanted to, whether I was comfortable.
Right. I thought I hit you first. Oh my goodness. Okay.
You went in reverse order, which was cool, which was a good thing to do.
Okay. What? Do you have reservations?
Yeah. Major. That's why it was important for me to answer this question. What do you mean, Tibbs? Tibbs just got fired because he couldn't bring along Karl Anthony Towns, who is still one of the most freakish athletes in the NBA today on what he could do with his size. He couldn't get along with him. Jimmy Butler went in there, destroyed him. He left. He had the other kid, Wiggins. Wasn't Wiggins there too? Like, he had all these young guys. He was doing a young team, and it blew up in his face. He was the president. He was the coach. He was everything. What do you mean he's coming to take over the Knicks? That our best players are Julius Randle and a bunch of young guys we just drafted the last 3 or 4 years, and some journeymen we just picked up off the side of the street. Yo, y'all got sneakers? Y'all want to play with us? Like, it's like, and you talk about we bringing Tibbs in. He gonna make them trade the farm. We got and don't forget the 7 future first round draft picks we coming up, and Tibbs is looking at those like, yeah, those are useless. You can bring those to me in about 10 years. You draft him if you want. Then bring him back. Draft and stash because I'm not used. And so if somebody would absolutely admit that they knew this was going to work at this level with Tibbs with it, I bless you. But I absolutely thought Tibbs and his ability to believe in young players and win young players, and man, Tibbs has made me an absolute believer, and I'm so blessed to have him. And he better retire. Yeah. He better retire, and I just hope he gets that chip.
You think he can win the chip with us, or is he just a stopgap?
Listen, ain't no stopgap. Stopgap. Okay. You gonna let a man? What, the man turns the culture? He's a stopgap. This was turning the Titanic. This man turned the Titanic. No, you don't need no stopgap.
I'm not gonna lie, my counterpart is not here, but he's been on record with me to say that he might be a stopgap for Johnny Bryant. My counterpart has been on record of saying that.
But Johnny Bryant couldn't do what Tom doing, man. Stop it, man.
I will say though, some guys, they do be stopgaps. They can change the culture. That don't mean they don't mean they're not a stopgap. I don't know. Chris Paul ain't win yet. He can change the culture right now. We don't know. He's
nobody's situation. No major market was in the dire straits that the New York Knicks in. We were on. I mean, we were on that, guys. And you got to understand. And this the only time I ask y'all to let me speak from history, from '83 to today. From '83 to today, it's been some dire times that this organization of this magnitude has not won the championship. Man, look, Jay Boogie listen, I'm about to make Jay Boogie listen, y'all don't understand. For guys in our era to be saying, y'all talk, we behind y'all now. We Knicks. There has been a divide in New York Knicks fandom with you young players saying, chill out, we ain't got to win now, we got to develop. Now we all in the same boat. Drinking the same stuff, eating at the same time, doing the exact same. This is the greatest time to be a New York Knicks. Tom Thibodeau if he goes somewhere, I promise you I won't trust it. I will black out.
I hear you. So Haduka Sharam, my man, I haven't talked to you in I don't know how long, man. How you been? All right? Is he there?
Hey, I hope Freezy ain't grab him. You know, they played one another last week.
Yeah, my bad.
It's all right. He good. How you doing?
I'm chilling. How about you guys? I've been watching a little. I didn't even see it start, to be honest. I was a little late.
Say again? You came up grabble. What'd you say?
I said that I joined a bit late. I'm not home.
Oh, okay, it's okay.
That's why I got my stuff my Wi-Fi is buggy, but I'll be home tomorrow.
Okay, no worries. Same question to you. What? So I see that you were in the same predicament I am, right? With the Comcast Xfinity.
No, but I don't have cable, so I have another source.
Oh, okay, cool. So you've been able to. Okay, so you've seen all three. Okay, so what have you learned?
I was about to say that boy in college, he ain't got no choice but with the college offer.
Absolutely.
He's young. He knows how to work the internet.
Absolutely. I'll be coming to him too. What have you learned out of this preseason with these 3 games?
Well, I think the main thing, I feel like some people didn't say is that our centers are actually going to shoot threes. And you saw them shooting mid ranges and threes, and as well as that, the ball movement is going to be underrated this season. I think a lot of teams are not going to really truly expect it, but the ball movement is going to be good. Our bigs are going to start shooting mid ranges and threes, and I think our rotation is going to be solid too. I think we're going to be fine. But that's like the main thing I would say we saw from the preseason. Okay,
and which player is are you most impressed with right now out of the preseason? Who's opening your eyes a little bit?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think anyone has really surprised me.
Okay,
like nobody has done anything like too surprising right now.
Even the rookies, from what little time
they haven't even played. Sims is the only one that has played, but he's looked decent. But I haven't really been too surprised. I mean, I think
Can
you'll
I
be more surprised when the season starts on Wednesday. I think
Kev, can I ask
we'll see a
Hadouken a
lot more.
question?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hadouken,
What's
what up,
good?
baby brother? How you doing?
What's good? What's good?
Tell me why I shouldn't be worried about RJ.
I heard you talk. Like, I don't know what you're worried about. Like, he had one offensive game, and he still had 7 rebounds, 6 assists, great defense. Like, we're talking about defense. That's his next step this year. He's been playing great defense this whole preseason, from what I've seen. He made it tough for Beal, and he did good last game too. Like, I'm not worried about one offensive bad game. I think everything else will come, because the thing for me is that when D Rose is in that lineup instead of Kemba, we're gonna play like we did last year. Because Kemba, when he's in that lineup, from what I saw from the other preseason game, Randall gets to his spots more, and Kemba finds RJ a lot more. From what I've seen, so I just think when D Rose is gonna be in that lineup, it's gonna be a little different for RJ's role.
So
So
what you're
I'm not
saying?
worried.
So what you're saying is, so you're not concerned. So you're saying RJ is better getting it off the cut
Off
and
Kemba,
finishing. Yeah, but so you're saying so you're not concerned about RJ getting the ability to get his own bucket. That doesn't concern you right now, and his
I
low
mean,
percentage in preseason. In addition to last season, you've seen
he
this is
didn't.
not new. You've seen this.
I mean, he missed like a few like decent like open layups. I would say like he got a few swirls, but the thing that I saw this preseason that we didn't see last season is that he's trying to dunk on people now. Like, you saw it twice last game. Like, I told you
Yeah,
guys too that he has sneaky athleticism, and he's gonna show it this year. I'm telling you.
yeah,
Like, I'm
but
not
that's
worried.
my point. When he went to raise up both times, he
He got
wasn't
fouled.
above those other. Yeah, he wasn't above those other guys though.
It's not
He
about him being
wasn't. That's
above.
what
It's his hand
concerned me.
being above. So it's fine. So it's fine,
Okay.
to be honest. I'm not worried. I think
Mhm.
I think right now it's gonna be like he's never like in his young age right now. I don't think it's gonna be easy for him to get layups, like just fully uncontested layups, because they officially listed him as a small forward now. So he's gonna have a tough time doing it, but I think he'll be fine. I think he's gonna have a higher field goal percentage this year, and he's gonna be better
Yeah.
from the at the rim. I'm not worried at all. Like, people were
Hey,
very worried about Randall last game, like before this game that he had, but I don't think there's anything to worry about from the preseason. It's all about when the season starts.
yeah. Hey, and you know what? What you also noticed in these 3 preseason games about RJ Barrett is when the games were close or the Knicks were losing, RJ Barrett made his shots,
Yeah.
including going to the free throw line to give the Knicks a 1-point lead
Yep.
late in the game. Remember, they fought all the way back, and Katz was coming down, missing shots. RJ Barrett went to the basket and tried to dunk on somebody, remember, and got fouled by 2 people. Went to the free throw line, hit the free throw to tie it up, and then hit the free throw to tie the game. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's a we have to look at RJ Barrett as a whole, and not just because everybody's gonna miss shots, bro. Even believe it or
Yeah,
not,
but if
Michael Jordan missed shots.
if he misses them around the rim, if he only finishes 32% around the rim, where he's finishing right now, it's going to make the defense be able to cheat in other
you
places,
see
and that
the
becomes a problem. That becomes a problem.
But at the same
yeah.
time though, at the same time, he was on the floor with a dude named Alfred Payton and Reggie Bullock, which were no offensive threats. You know what I'm saying?
No, he's
And
finished
now,
32% this preseason too.
okay, all right. So hear me out though. Hear me out though. So he was on the floor last season because last season and the year before is where we noticed that there was a problem. You know what I'm saying? This off season, I mean this preseason, I get it, but what I'm saying is that you will see incremental improvement from RJ Barrett. Like, a player doesn't fix all their flaws at one time, right? So you see his defense raised. Eventually, you'll see the finishing at the basket raised, just like you saw his shooting from the free throw line, the 3-point line, and from the floor raised. He's not a finished product, and he's got flaws like everybody else. But what I'm saying
Hey,
is he'll be better. Hey,
yes,
Kev, you got some more because we running over time. How are you on time?
yeah, just well, I'm pretty much done. I just wanted to read this real quick. The Knicks signed Brandon Goodwin and waived Dwayne Bacon. So I didn't know if
Well, there goes the
bacon.
bacon.
Yeah, there goes the bacon. Yeah. And it wasn't turkey bacon either. It was pork bacon. But yeah, come on.
You said we did what? You said we did what?
We waived Dwayne Bacon and signed Brandon Goodwin.
Yeah.
Check how big is Brandon? How big is Brandon Goodwin?
Tiny.
He's a little guard.
Yeah.
Oh, get out of here. Y'all get out of here.
That's
funny.
I mean, if you barely see the rookies playing, you're not gonna see him play. So it doesn't.
Right. We might be using him to for our guys to chase around practice. He might play on the lead to practice.
So or develop relationships with other agents and stuff. I think that's what mostly it is develop relationships with agents we had bad relationships with before. Because there's no way they're bringing in a 6 foot tall point guard to be an impact on the roster, in my opinion. Yeah. When they could have signed Ghetto Intellect 6'9" wing.
Yeah.
Or they want him for G League.
Right. Shout out to Stafford Don. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. He goes, bless up to Blorange Tears, All-Star Family, great show. It's stuff like this that keeps us going, man. And we just appreciate the love and support from everybody and everything.
Hey, Freezy, is the Cash App still going to you or what? Or what? Because y'all know I don't do that. You know, I just got Cash App straight, no cut.
Yeah.
So send it to you.
It's $ for those that want to know the Cash App. I keep forgetting, bro. It's $ Blorange Tears, one word.
Oh yeah, I go no cut too. J-Bug.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to send you $10, man.
We gotta break a quarter.
Yeah. I want to say one thing before you do close out. Look out for J Boogie, man. We coming with some heat, man.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So Kev, I got a couple things that I wanted to share with the channel.
Be my guest.
Okay. So for one, the mixer came in today. So I have the mixer is here. It's in the bedroom, so we'll be able to do some new stuff on all the shows. Right. I went to Verizon and Boost Mobile to see if I can get the phone line. Boost Mobile crazy. They wanted like $300.
Oh, God.
So they crazy. And they service whack too.
Exactly.
But Verizon, the carrier that I have, Verizon, of course, every time you go to Verizon, it's a 2-hour wait. So that's the reason why I didn't have the phone line tonight, and I apologize about that. Right. So the other thing too wanted to mention is make sure you check out all J Boogie stuff. Right. J Boogie got a lot of stuff coming up, man. J Boogie is family to the entire Knicks universe.
To the entire Knicks universe, not just Blorange Tears, the entire Knicks universe.
Right. And that joint podcasting is playing everywhere. I don't know how you can go right now. I don't know how you can go somewhere around the Knicks universe and not hear it. It's everywhere. And so Cully and Subliminal 209 and City for Real will be on the Knicks at Night podcast tonight at 10:45. Cully 10:45.
My fault, 10:45, brother. You heard
10:45. Yeah, 10:45.
Wait, you on tonight?
Yep,
yes,
10:45.
Yeah.
10:45. It's every Thursday night at 10:45.
Yeah.
And so the Knicks at Night podcast will be on with yours truly in the morning. Oh, you know what? I can't because I got to get the phone.
Okay.
I got to get the phone. Sorry, y'all. I got to get the phone.
Well, do whatever it is that you got to do, my brother. You know what I'm saying? We know you the hardest working man.
I was going to say the same thing. He read my mind.
Did y'all see that production tonight? Did y'all see that production tonight?
Yes, he read my mind. He read my mind.
And J Boogie, the music, fire, man. Cully, whatever you and Cully doing in the lab, man. I'm so proud of, man.
Well, I'm just gonna tell y'all this right here. I'm gonna opening that. That's the killer right there. He coming.
That's the killer on Boogie right now. I ain't taking no attention. Boogie got it right now. We got something working, and we got cooking.
Okay. All right.
Me and Cully got some splinters in your behind.
You got something cooking too.
the mega mix.
Pause.
Okay, guys. Well, I just want to thank everybody. I just want to thank.
Let me know. Oh, my bad. But Freezy, let me know if you're good for 5 tomorrow. By the way. because I'm coming back home, so I'm gonna be good for the
that sounds good.
Yep. Well, I just want to.
That sounds good. If you text me the link, I'll be good.
Okay. I just want to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart. There is no us without you to chat and without my brothers here on the panel. I appreciate I love and appreciate all of you. GI, thank you so much for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Don't forget his show with Free Keith. He just disappeared and everything, like Thanos doing the snap and everything.
He can do it. He got it like that. I have my agreement. My agreement says I have to do all marketing events. So
understood. Well, I thank the both of y'all so much. Don't forget to tune in on Wednesday nights at 7:30 for a Knicks freestyle with GI, the Ghetto Intellect, and Free Keith. Right. Again, I thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Cully, for stopping by, man. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to watch his show at 10:45 called the Knicks at Night podcast. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Along with my man Hadouken Sharon.
Old school Knicks Sunday mornings at 11.
11. Yes, that's with AD. I appreciate you.
What the heck happened to the host? The host falling apart here, man. What the heck going on? Pull it together.
And last but not least, my brother, my man, 100 grand, Mr. J Boogie.
With the Cornerstone fist.
With the Cornerstone, the Cornerstone fist. I appreciate it. I love you, man. I love you with all my heart, man.
Man, I love y'all. Y'all my brothers, man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I constantly like to say, yo, you'd be surprised on how much love you have for a person you don't even know compared to the love that you think you're supposed to get from people that are your family.
Amen.
I love y'all, man.
Hey, Deraz, I know you don't think you're the only one that control, Deraz. I control too. You saw my trolling tonight, Deraz. Class A trolling, baby.
Yes.
Class A trolling.
Yes. Right. And I just want everyone to know that GI's fraternity is whack, but that's all that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Kev, I'm gonna do something real quick. Real quick. A special shout out to Sergeant Knicks, aka GMan for life. He wanted to be here tonight. He got something personal going on. Bless up to GMan, man. We hope whatever it is nothing serious. And you know what I'm saying, per the usual, I have you in my prayers and such. You know what I'm saying, one of the backbones of the channel. So GMan, I hope everything is going good with you.
Amen to that.
Amen.
Just want to say that real quick.
And I'll be calling him very soon as I'm done with this and everything.
Yeah.
But again, thank you so much for tuning.
Something is going on.
Absolutely. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to all the channels, but especially mine. And hit the like button. Right? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like buttons if you like what you see. And we'll see you again next week, next Thursday. But again, to all my gentlemen on the panel here, go see their shows as well. So thank you so much for dropping by. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, it's always on the one. So let's get it done. Thank you, guys. Right. Have a great night.
All right.
Go Knicks.
All right. Thank you for coming out. God bless and good night. Peace.
Good night.
See you later.